There we go. What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with a live stream here on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you all. As they say, on Star Wars Day. So I just got done watching one of the Star Wars movies. And in fact, it's the Star Wars movie that I've been waiting to see, The Rise of Skywalker, which... hold on just one second. All right. Sorry about that. I was filling my tub up with some water. And in addition, getting some water for my dogs. What's up, Nate? Kingston, how are you? But anyway, if you want to get in on the stream, I can put the link. Let me see if this is the link. If I got the right one, I can check. But so anyway, happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you all. But here's the thing. I just got done watching the new one. What's it called? Rise of Skywalker. I just got done watching that. And I'm going to be honest. I was expecting something awesome. And let me check the audio. Yeah, it's good. I was expecting something awesome. And I mean, it was not terrible. It just, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm not even going to, you don't even have to worry about me giving spoilers because it didn't even make sense to me. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Aren't we all pretty much? And when I saw The Rise of Skywalker that came out on Disney Plus today, that's what I have. I'm like, I'm excited. I'm ready to see what happens. First off, I forgot, and this is a spoiler of The Last Jedi, so if you haven't watched that, click off the stream. You've been warned. Luke dies at the end. I don't remember how he died, but he basically died, I guess. That's what they want us to believe. But anyway, I don't know. I'm still a Star Wars fan. It wasn't terrible. It just, again, it did not make sense. So I don't know. It is what it is. Again, there's a link. You see it on the screen. You see it in the chat. You can click that, and you can join in on the stream. We had Ryan, or not Ryan, Randall Anderson, and we had Nate show up last time. I'm going to have to plug my computer in real quick. Hold on. Anyway, if you want to be a part of the stream, feel free to. We could talk Star Wars, sports, whatever you want to talk about. And so it will be fun. Again, saw Rise of Skywalker, whatever it is. It was not. Was not necessarily bad. It just didn't make sense. So, anyway. Let's see. Looks like we got Nate in the back here. Nate, I'm going to add you on real quick. Hold on. How do I? How's it going, Nate?
Pretty good. How are you?
Hold on, let me turn this up so I can hear real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. It's going pretty well here, so.
Yeah, a little cold out here.
Yeah.
55 degrees.
55?
Yep.
Man, you're in Michigan, right?
No, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me that. It's May and it's 55. That doesn't make any sense. What are you doing? I get if it's cold in like the middle of March or whatever as we get to spring, but it's May. What are you? That can't be right. I don't believe you for a second.
Hey, I don't know. It's Nebraska weather. We can't.
I just Googled Omaha weather. It says it's 53 and it's raining. I mean, I get it if it's cold with rain or whatever, but 53?
We ain't getting some luck. But right now, so last time, sorry I cut out because my not Wi-Fi, but my iPad died.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. And did you hear what I was trying to say to Mark's live stream? I was trying to. Did you hear what I said in Mark's live stream or no?
And which? Oh, you talking about Mark Rogers?
Yeah.
Didn't you? You called up last night, didn't you?
Yeah.
I remember hearing you. Oh, you got like a house phone, like what do you call it, landline? Something.
Yeah. Well, I actually can't find a regular phone because I probably lost it somewhere in my house. So
yeah.
I used to. Well, this is they died while I was
on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you talking about? Because I remember hearing you. I don't remember exactly what the conversation was, but
about Clemson and Ohio State rivalry when it was a thing.
Yeah.
I think it was like in 1978. I was saying.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't know why, but I think the all-time record is like I would guess like so they played 78 to 2009 or present.
Yeah, I think we were talking about the overall series and everything last time I did one of these. Michigan leads it 58-51 to 6. Again, it's close, but at the same time, even though you've lost like 8 straight years, you still own it over.
Yes, but Ohio State owns the streak though.
Right.
They don't own, but
they don't own the rivalry itself.
Yeah, even like Ohio State fans wants to say they own Michigan, but they own the streak though.
Right.
You know? I mean, just all the Buckeyes fans just shush because you're not owning Michigan all the series.
I think when we talk about teams owning teams in sports or football, especially, I mean, listen, I get owning, like Alabama owns Tennessee, right? They lead the series first off. Yes, Tennessee's had a couple good games where they won and had win streaks, but Nick Saban's never lost to the Volunteers before, and he's played them every single year he's been there in the third Saturday rivalry.
Yeah.
Own the series, I don't know. Own Tennessee, as in we have a really good win streak. Yeah, that makes
Mm.
sense. There's a big difference.
But but did you see the 2016 Michigan Ohio State game?
I never actually saw it, but I have heard people bring it up. What exactly happened in that one?
That was when Michigan was a good team.
Yeah,
When they were all stacked with
recruiting well and everything. Yeah,
good players like Rashawn Gary, Dim Bush, Winovich, and Jabril Preppers,
yeah.
and that's when they were good. But now, um, I mean, they're
That
decent
one
now,
went.
but
That one was in overtime, 30-27. So that one
yeah,
actually was a close game. Actually, looks like double overtime.
yeah. I mean, I think Rudock was our quarterback back then, 2016. He transferred from Iowa, and
Which one?
he did pretty good. Jake Rudock,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he did pretty good in Michigan too. And I mean, I don't know what's going on with Michigan. I, I get they're not development as they used to do with players. Um, I get why they don't do it anymore. I don't think that I wouldn't say it's necessary to say they don't do it anymore. They just choose not to.
Right.
I mean, but if they had to, um, listen, I like Harbaugh, but
Mhm.
um, I mean sometimes you have to have a new coach. But
Right.
right now, I'm gonna stick with Harbaugh for 1 or 2 more years. If he
And
doesn't
then he's
succeed,
gone if it doesn't get fixed.
yeah. But I want the second Harbaugh, John.
He's with the isn't he with the Ravens? His that's their
Yeah, he's
brothers,
pretty.
right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a pretty good coach actually.
Yeah.
I think
I mean, and again,
get the second Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh to me recruits very well. Like you guys have had some really good players, but man,
Yeah,
in the biggest of games, a rivalry weekend or a bowl game or whatever, because didn't you obviously Alabama beat you guys, but that's understandable.
yeah,
They're not quite that level. And didn't Florida beat you guys? And that was they said that was one of
yeah,
those statement games to put them on the map or something with Dan Mullen, but you guys just have struggled against Ohio State, the biggest games, and any
yeah.
other game like Penn State or Michigan State, you do
Yeah.
fine. I don't know what it is, but
I mean, uh, I think our rivals outside the Big Ten is you guys, but I
mhm.
don't think it's as big as everything, but like a medium rivalry because Michigan hates this SEC and Alabama and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
But I mean, it's like a gridiron rivalry. But I mean, they played since I don't know, like Bear Bryant was there with you
Yeah,
guys.
long time.
Yeah, I don't know when it was the first game because I wasn't there. Um, but like outside rivals is you guys, maybe watching Notre Dame, or maybe Nebraska because they split Natty championship with us in '97. But
Right.
and I mean all of these rivalries. To be fair, I love rivalries. I just love them to talk about
Yeah.
them. I mean, you can't. Okay, here's my opinion about Ohio State fans because they want to get rid of a Michigan rivalry, whatever.
Ohio State does?
Is that yeah? The Ohio State fans want to get rid of Michigan. I was like, what?
But they own. Okay, and again, they own you guys. They've
I know.
been, and no offense when I say this, it is the truth. They've been kicking your butts the past few years, and they want to get rid of it. That doesn't make sense to me.
I know, right? I mean, you gotta stop saying you need. They say they want Penn State to be their main rival.
Right.
I mean, they are their second rivals though.
Yeah.
It used to be Illinois, but I mean, I don't know if you've seen this one, Illinois versus Ohio State at the Horseshoe in 2006 when Ohio State was number 1.
I don't think so. No. That was probably a time when I was a really little kid, and as a Bama fan, I would say Roll Tide, watch a touchdown, and then go play with my toys. But I was really little then.
Like I actually saw. I didn't see that game. I saw it on YouTube, like a copy of the game, and we actually I was laughing so hard that Illinois beat upset in Ohio State in their home field, the Horseshoe, and that's pretty crazy. And plus, the last time I said this already, the last time that Michigan played, Michigan won against Ohio State in 2011 when Nar Robinson was there.
Yeah.
And I think see, here's the thing with Ohio State. They don't want to be Michigan's rival anymore. I mean, Michigan wants to be still rivals of Ohio State, but Ohio State wants it back. And I mean, don't do that, man. Like, the rivalry is so old that, and I'm not gonna say it because you might get offended because there's like a tie between the rivalry of the Iron Bowl and the game.
For which one's the best?
Yeah,
probably. I don't know if I've ever heard of a team say, "I don't want this rivalry anymore." Now I've heard like I don't know if you knew this, but Auburn, the Auburn Georgia rivalry, that's always played like 2 weeks prior to rivalry weekend with the Iron Bowl. They tried to move it up. It was successful. Now they play it in October, which Georgia fans are mad. And the only reason why they moved it up was because it's unfair that we have to play Georgia and Bama in back-to-back weeks or every other week or something every single year, right? They didn't get rid of it. They didn't try to get rid of it. All they did was move it. But even if, you're messing with tradition, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what how it is doing. They're messing with the history of the rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, guys. You just can't do that. You can't mess with you just can't go back in time just for example, you can't go back in time just Ohio State doesn't need to be rivals with Michigan. I mean, it's stupid. It's like they just want to get good because they are losing, in my opinion, are losing the series.
Play who you get and when you get them. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You schedule them, you play them.
Yeah. I mean, I actually, when I played Dynasty on NC Football 14, actually, this is when I was playing NC Football 12.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the big hits and stuff.
Mhm.
That was big. Oh Jesus! Oh, sorry. There's a game playing. Here, if don't you mind? Do you want me to show you?
Which game is it?
NHL 19.
Oh, you're playing. Oh, you're playing NHL.
Yeah.
I really just have Madden, but man, I miss the. I really miss those college football video games. I want to get. I think you can get
I
four.
know, right?
You can get 14. I think at least on Xbox One if you buy it. But I tried getting the
Oh,
which one? NCAA 12 or 11 or something, and it was not one of those backwards compatible games, you know. But I think the newest
yeah,
one is the recent one, if anything. I should.
yeah.
It's not new, but
Did you like Team Builder if you had it?
do what?
The Did you like Team Builder in NC football, the video game, or did you not have it at the time? Team Builder, like you create your
Oh, the
own
team
team
builder.
and stuff.
I don't think I did
Yeah,
Dynasty or Team Build. I really just picked two teams to just play regular. I wasn't into all the online stuff, but now with Madden, like I play Madden, I get it now with like the franchise or whatever. There's that. So
yeah. I mean, in my opinion, Madden needs to expand the cities more than just the whatever it is like Mexico City or whatever the big cities are. Just
right,
expand the cities more, like Tuscaloosa, for example, for their famous football team. Uh, Bama, sorry.
yeah,
And then maybe Omaha for the Huskers or something, because they like football too. Um, or any other city like Birmingham.
yeah,
Uh, Birmingham is a big city too.
yeah. Talking about the UAB team.
Well, just in general, Birmingham, the city that can be in the city map of the expansion or relocation team in the
Yeah,
Madden.
that's the one city, believe it or not. Like the capital of Alabama, and I live in Florida, but I'm a Bama fan, but I know Alabama pretty well. The capital is Montgomery. But like whenever we
Yeah,
go up to visit family, we say we're going to Birmingham. It's more of a small town outside Birmingham, and it's like when we go to Birmingham, you mean that small town outside? Everyone says
yeah,
Birmingham. No one ever says we're going to Montgomery unless you're in the state and it's like let's drive over there or whatever. But if you're going in the state of Alabama from anywhere else, it's pretty much Birmingham. You know,
yeah. I mean,
Birmingham's pretty much everything.
we've been actually me and my family were going to Destin, Florida. You know where that is?
I know I've heard of it. I don't think I myself have been there, but I think
Right
maybe my
next to
mom's been there a couple times. I don't know.
Tallahassee and Pella.
It's a beach though, right?
Well, it's a city and beach. Yeah,
Yeah.
famous for the beach. Uh, I mean, could um, do you like college hockey too, or you don't
Not really
follow it though?
into college hockey or anything like that. I guess NHL's all right, but I'm not
Like,
much of a hockey guy.
well, what's your favorite thing about hockey? If you had a
I
opinion,
don't know. If I'm being honest, it was always cool to see a fight here or there.
or hit,
Yeah. That's like the one sport you can hit someone truly outside of like boxing or whatever, and it's
yeah,
pretty much legal unless you
yeah,
get like a penalty shot. But
yeah. That
I think
the
that's
only
different.
thing that I think the only thing NHL change is the open ice hitting, which is means you can hit an open ice, which is if they don't have the puck, I think.
Yeah.
Or with the puck. They did you know NHL is moving a team to Seattle?
Oh, really? Which team?
Well, not team. It's a like expansion team. It's a
Oh, getting a new team.
yeah, like not relocating, but just expanding the league and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the team names you actually can come up with team names for them, but I don't think that's open right now because they probably close it. But you can actually design the jerseys and stuff and logos for the Seattle team, and
Right.
you could um like what's actually I would say Seattle settlers or whatever it is settle like like pirates that settle on land like settlers or
Settlers. Yeah.
yeah like Seattle settlers. I mean,
Interesting.
it, it actually makes sense, kind of, because um, uh, there's another name that I looked up, the Seattle Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Yeah, because the Seattle Supersonics, like with their greens jerseys and stuff.
Yeah.
Um. So, do you think if Michigan could build a rivalry like in my opinion, if I were the coach, I would schedule the second week of football, schedule Michigan and Alabama like every year.
I'd love to see that. I enjoyed seeing the Citrus Bowl. That was I mean, listen, I know it was like 35-16 or whatever, but it was still a decent game. You guys did some things right, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean that freshman Daxton Hill, he kind of stumbled a little bit, but he's pretty good. Did you um actually did you hear about Daxton Hill or that he almost committed to Alabama?
I don't think I've heard of that guy.
He's number 30 safety on Michigan, but he was going
Is he on the? He's on the roster right now.
yeah for Michigan, but he was going to commit in Alabama. But
Okay.
he's I mean what I was saying, like every year could build a rivalry between Bama and Michigan. Like first game at Bryant Denny Stadium, maybe physical contact and stuff. This is just for example, like and at your house, maybe you win that game like 35-24.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then the next year, the week two, at the big
Kind of
house,
things.
Michigan.
I guess not. I thought I saw something a couple months ago where they scheduled a home and home, but I guess not. But Alabama has scheduled home and homes with like Oklahoma, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech, Notre Dame. I thought they did one with Michigan, but I guess not.
Oh, I think they did in
It was years
2012.
ago if they did.
In 2012, when you guys, it was in a neutral site game. When Brady Hoke was there with Michigan and Nick Saban.
Oh, I think it was a kickoff game. Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah,
the 2012 Michigan schedule here. You played Alabama You played us week 1, and we won that 41-14 was the score.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I mean, like, I actually want a build ride with Bama. Not as big as Ohio State, but just a rivalry that can like be physical like Ohio State and Michigan, but just um
With a
I
team
just
like
want
Alabama.
yeah. I mean, I know the one team I want to replace. I know, like I said, about replacing rivalries and stuff. If I, for example, um, I want to replace Minnesota because I know they're a rival, but look at the series actually, because we basically beat them
Yeah.
a lot. If you look at it, the little brown jug. Uh, I mean, it could have been rivalry if Minnesota beat like a lot of games against Michigan, but overall, I think we dominated the series. Um, um, so yeah, I actually have to go, but I've been grateful to talk to you, Ballard, and I was thinking I could uh, if you have a Michigan um, live show or something like that, if you want, I could join.
Yeah, I definitely want to try to, I'm sure. Are you familiar with Mark Rogers, the voice of college football? I think is what he calls himself. You know how he has,
Yeah,
but he gets like actual bloggers and stuff. But I kind of want to
yeah,
do something where I get like from a fan's perspective. But we can try to see what we can do for Michigan.
yeah, yeah. You can schedule it. And you can email me at here. I'll type it if you want.
Yeah,
Let's see. It's my email. Oh, yeah. Lagging. Jeez.
yeah, I can definitely.
Dang. There you can let someone in if you want.
Yeah, but I definitely want
There
to
you
try
go.
to see what I can do for team previews for the football season, but see how I can get fans on or whatever and see what the fans think. Because sports, I know you're subscribed, so I'm sure you've seen my college football preview videos. I got Michigan pretty soon.
Yep.
Don't worry. They're on the
I
list.
mean, yeah. Okay. I just sent to the email in the private chat.
Let me see.
So,
It's not showing up on StreamYard, if anything. Hold on.
what's my camera upside down? Oh my gosh! There we go. My camera's upside down.
It's not showing up. I don't know why,
Yes.
but
Oh.
sometimes if you put stuff like that, it considers it spam or whatever. But even as the host of the stream, I'm sure I should be able to see it.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
let
here it
you.
is. I see it.
Okay.
Private chat, like spam, whatever. But I see it.
Yeah.
I will definitely try to reach out and see.
Thanks for having me, and I'll maybe chat later. Okay. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Nate. You have a
Yeah.
good one. All right. That was Nate Kingston, Buck Wolverine fan, as his name says. Right there. You see it on the screen. You probably seen it in the chat. Didn't really get many people tonight, but appreciate Nate for coming on. And hope everyone had a good Star Wars day. Hope the 4th is with you. But yeah, definitely going to be looking for an email from Nate Kingston if he wants to do like a live stream or something and we just preview Michigan. Again, I have put out not a Michigan preview video from myself, but again, I want to be able to do like from a fan's point of view, do a live stream. I figured it would be easier to do a live stream like that and maybe for like an hour or so talk with a fan about their team. I think you look at a guy like BBD, he would be perfect for Tennessee. I'll have to see what I can do and talk to him about it, what day works best. But definitely, something I want to do. But anyway. So let's see here. So anyway, I think that's I guess that's it. I don't have much else for the show tonight. Although this is a pretty good photo right here. Not sure if you can see that. May the 4th be with you. Yeah. I like that photo. Anyway. Nate Kingston says, go blue. Well, I say roll tide. But either way, you have your team and I have mine. And I got no hatred for Michigan. I got no hatred for Jim Harbaugh. They never really did anything to Bama, so I have no reason to. It's just one of those teams that I'm like, obviously, I got an opinion on. Do something about Ohio State, man. I can't wait for that day. It's gonna happen eventually. I know. Whether it's Harbaugh or not, Michigan will beat Ohio State sometime in the future. And when they do, everyone will be saying, finally. Anyway. Nate Kingston wants to know if I hate Ohio State too. I don't hate them, although they can get pretty ridiculous and annoying with we're the Ohio State. I think we talked about that last time, Nate, when you came on the first time around. That's annoying. They're the only team that does that. You don't hear me, the Alabama Crimson Tide. You don't hear Florida fans, the Gators or the Georgia Bulldogs. They're the only team that does that, and that's what's annoying. We're the Ohio State. You mean the Ohio State that's 4-0 against Clemson all time? Can't beat them, choke in the playoffs. That Ohio State, really? Come on. Anyway, so I want to hear from you guys. It is Star Wars Day. What's your favorite Star Wars movie, quote, whatever, character? Let's talk some Star Wars if you want to. I'm more Jedi than Sith. And I would say my favorites. I don't know, man. I really love The Force Awakens. I do. And again, I mentioned that uh, at Kingston, we're Ohio State, duh. I mentioned earlier, I saw the new movie today. Crap, what was it called again? The new one. Can't think of it. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker was what it was. It wasn't terrible. It just didn't make sense. Was all it was. Um, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I'll let you guys watch it and decide what you think. Yeah. So I mean, again, it wasn't a bad movie. It just didn't make sense to me. It was all over the place a little bit. I couldn't figure out the true plot. It had the normal stuff that Star Wars always has, but it really. Anyway, the link is still in the chat. If you want to get on, feel free to. Um, uh, let's see here. I accidentally removed myself from the stream there. uh, uh, anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off. I've been on here a little over half an hour. And Nate Kingston put Anakin in the Rise of Skywalker. That would have made it great, man. That would have made it great. I would have enjoyed that. Would have made it a little bit better, I think. Wonder what he would have done. Obviously, he's still Darth Vader, I guess, but I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Appreciate Nate for showing up in the stream tonight, coming on and showing up in the chat. Appreciate anyone else who stopped in, even if you didn't comment or watch much. You found the channel. I appreciate that. And so anyway, that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff that I always say. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks so much. I will see you guys next time. Until then, Ballard Sports Media checking out. Y'all have a good one. Roll Tide.